Okay, so I'm gonna try two Wabi Kusa type experiments. It's the pond right there being loud. Look how beautiful it looks. Got some water stereo going. All the plants on the ponds are doing great. Look at all that duckweed. All that stuff is just so amazing. And the Ratala growing all the way to the top. I love it. That's actually, I don't know. It seems like it's my favorite thing down here is this pond. It's awesome. Anyway, so the Wabi Kusa. So I was at Walmart and I went into like the garden section and they had all these, pretty much all these plants are on sale because they're dying off from the summer and they don't know what to do with them. So I bought like 5 or 6 of them. Brought them here and kind of set up a Wabi Kusa using some old flowable stratum that I don't use anymore. So I have this one in here. I don't even know what these plants are, but I have some pupos in the back planted too. So once this pupo starts to grow, because there's so much nutrients in the flovum stratum, then I'll cut it and repurpose it. Either put it in the pond or put it in the back of some of the tanks. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna see how this works out. Got another Walmart light that I use. Took the buffer off the little plastic thing that kind of buffered the light, so that way it's getting pretty good lighting over here. I have it on a timer as well, and I also made this other Wabi Kusa dish using a bowl from Walmart for like $5. So all this is pretty inexpensive. And so what I did was I have 3 separate plants here. Again, I don't know much about like terrestrial plants. I know a lot about aquatic plants, but they're small. Planted them in here. I have the Flowable 3.0 light, awesome light in the aquarium, so it could only be great out, for terrestrial plants. And I have it on a timer, and so I'm gonna see how these do. I have a couple of flies down here too. It's kind of annoying. So I got a Venus flytrap, and I got some sand, and I have distilled water that from my unit. So I replanted it in the sand with the distilled water, so that way it's not getting any nutrients at all. And if I catch a couple of flies or one, I'll just put it in there. But I have it on top of a beta tank, so that way the evaporation, because the tank isn't 100% sealed, so the water will evaporate from the tank, and the evaporation, because I guess Venus flytraps love evaporation, or they love humidity, so it'll get plenty of humidity here, and it has good lighting as well. I also have a couple of other plants, but the other experiment that I tried was I took some dwarf hair grass right here. I took it out of the pond and I planted in one of these plant things, terrestrial plants again, and just to see what would happen. I tried it with other plants. I tried it with Rotala, I tried it with Liguidia, and it didn't work. But the dwarf hair grass, look at that, it's working. It's like repopulating. I only used a couple of strands, and so I'm really surprised that it's only been a couple of days, and look at all the new growth. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this and see how it does. If it does turn out well, terrestrial above ground, then I'll use it in the Wabikusas as a carpet, because it's fairly easy to carpet terrestrial plants because you have all the CO2 in the world, unlike being in an aquarium. So we'll see how this one turns out. But, all right.